5-minute oil change. Get it done in 5 minutes. Blow the motor up.
You guys seen that video on YouTube where the guy's entire car must have been zip tied together because he just comes around the corner and all the pieces start falling off? More gas! More gas! Hello and welcome to Gearhead 704. I am Matt. As you can see, it's a little dark right now. That's for a couple reasons. One, it's kind of rainy today, but two, we're also up really early in the morning. We are in the Fox Body. We are headed to Extremem Mustangs. For my long-term subscribers, that is probably no surprise. We go there just about every upload. If you remember from the last video, I had to put oil in the car, and also now we have another problem. You can see that right now we are going about 2,000 RPM at 0 miles an hour. So it shouldn't say that. I think the speed sensor, which is in the transmission, it's aftermarket speed sensor. We've had a lot of problems with it. The factory unit broke. But I think that the speed sensor is actually coming out of the transmission. So we're gonna do a couple things. One, I think when I put oil in it the last time, I may have overfilled it. So we're gonna dump the oil, put new oil back in it, a new filter, and we're also going to check and see what's going on with the speed sensor. Also, I noticed the idle in the car since we last put the spark plugs in and had it on the dyno. The idle is not too good when you have the clutch in. It kind of wants to die on you, so we're going to adjust the idle too. So that's what we got going on today. Hopefully this isn't too dark, you can see this, but yeah, we'll be at the shop soon. This is a 2017 Celine Mustang. Pretty awesome. See all kinds of cool Mustangs up here at Extremem Mustangs. Yeah, mine's already back here. It likes this more than home. Hey, I think we might need to adjust the idle on it a little bit too. Sometimes when I slowing down to a complete stop, it wants to cut off and put the clutch in.
You said we might have to do that.
Yeah.
So just wanted to see if it corrected itself or not. How far is it dropping?
It's cut off once, but it's dropping down to maybe like 400 RPM sometimes, but not all the time. It's weird. It doesn't do it all the time.
Well, how many miles have you put on it since we tuned it?
I put on a good amount. Let's see.
3,400?
More than that, because I drove at Charleston about 600.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should have corrected. It should have corrected itself by now. We can make an adjustment.
I could show you too the where I've been putting the oil to. I don't know if it's right. We're gonna figure it out today. I should have looked before, but.
Well, they take 5 quarts.
I know it's 5 quarts, but I mean on the dipstick.
Well, we'll drain it.
Right.
We'll drain it completely and then we'll
See where it's at. Yeah.
So at least you don't go past the crosshatching.
Yeah. Well, somebody put a line on this one and told me that's always where it was for this dipstick. You see it's at the line where it was. Okay. You see that line right there?
Okay.
But I don't know if that's right. So anyway, we'll find out today. But that's where I filled it up to. I put 2 quarts in it, but I think I maybe only need to put 1.
You want me to tighten that with an impact for you?
What's that?
You want me to tighten it with
No.
an impact? I can get it done in 5 minutes if I do it like
Yeah. That's what they do at most places, right?
That's what they do everywhere.
Yeah.
5-minute oil change. Get it done in 5 minutes. Blow the motor up.
All right, so after you use the impact wrench, we'll just set it down. You can crank it up, make sure all the oil's out right.
Right. Yeah.
Believe it or not, I actually used to change the oil myself in this one.
It's not. It's just easier with a lift.
Yeah. Yeah.
It sucks doing it.
Oh yeah, that's how I had to do it, you know, jack stands.
I've always done it.
Yeah, I'm tired of it.
What color it is?
Yeah,
Green.
that's good because that's what was. I was seeing the green with the air bubbles, and I thought it was something else. I thought like there was water in my. I thought there was antifreeze in my oil because I saw the green color. All right, good. There's no water.
Since
1839. They didn't have motors by then.
This is where I started up, right?
Yeah, all right.
If you work at a dealership, it is.
Why would you?
Well, see, the part where you already did is you put oil in the filter. They didn't ever done that.
No, they do.
Which
not.
I did used to do that too.
I always did too.
Yeah.
And they don't clean up after that, though.
No.
I usually check them out before contactors around. Yep.
It's right up on line. Okay.
It's locked up.
Is it?
Locked up.
See the cable? Somewhere in the cable it's locked?
Yep.
Okay.
Cable. This is the cable again.
So,
Infamous cable problem.
third time.
So this right here is bouncing up and down on this,
Yeah.
hitting on that.
And then you put the clutch in, it stops. Yeah.
Right.
I see what you're saying. Just stick some rubber right around that. Might work. And for some reason, I thought you were talking about right when where the transmission goes into the flywheel.
No.
I was like, oh, I don't want to pull the transmission to put that in. All right, we got a zip tie on the car now. You guys seen that video on YouTube where the guy's entire car must have been zip tied together because he just comes around the corner and all the pieces start falling off just because he turned the corner. The battery flies out the back. It's hilarious.
Oh my god, dude. Yeah, bro, that just happened.
Yeah, the whole car was zip tied. Did your other 6-speeds make that same noise?
Yeah.
You tried this on any of them yet, or?
No, you're the prototype.
I'm the guinea pig.
You're the prototype. It sounds better when you say prototype.
Yeah. I've been around too long though, so I know better. I'm not gonna drive it very much because I was telling him, you know, I can't.
Do you?
The mileage, I won't know what mileage I'm putting on it. So.
Do you have the speed box app?
Speedbox app? No.
Yeah, you can get that, you know, to gauge your speed.
Okay. Yeah, but will it keep up? I don't care about speed.
Yeah.
I already know that.
Your mileage.
Yeah. Because I know which gears I'm in 6th at least, how fast I'm going. Because 2000's right about 75, 80.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty sweet.
Yeah, oh yeah. Dude, I did all highway on part of the trip, and I just saw what my mileage was for that part. 23. 23. And a 331 with 400 horsepower. 23 miles to the gallon. That's pretty sweet, right? Yeah, I just wonder if it's going to read different. You want me to get a rag, or?
I already wiped it off.
That seemed to slide down in smooth already. Where's it at now?
Yep.
Yeah.
It's lower. Well, it's a different one. Let's look at the part number. But look at the cross hatching.
It's different, right?
Look.
Yeah.
Oh, it's where it's located.
Mhm.
I gotcha.
That is crazy.
Now, it's a different part number. E7SE6750BA.
That's the correct one. No, that one's mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
F1ZE6750DA.
That's the one I need. Yeah, the cross hatching is different.
Yep,
And look, they put the mark at the same spot where it should be, right?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's crazy.
It's the same
So
length.
when you pulled it out, did it look like it was at where it should be on that one? I didn't see it, but okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll be able to order it.
Where you gonna order it from? eBay?
Can't get them anymore, huh?
I don't know. Maybe.
I'll call up the president of Ford and be like, yeah, I need a speedometer, a cable, and a oil dipstick for your 89. Yeah, you can hear it's already starting to want to die a little bit. All that we put in it, Schaefer's 20W50, since 1839. I didn't know they made cars back in 1839. Obviously they did something different back then, but yep. All right guys, we're leaving Extreme Mustangs. We did a lot there today. Changed the oil and figured out that I do not have a factory dipstick, oil dipstick. Figured out there's a little line on my dipstick and that's where the full mark is. So I know where it is full now. And actually I did not overfill it. Well, I overfilled it a little bit. Overfilled it by maybe half a quart. The speedometer is not fixed. It seems like that speedometer cable. The speedometer cable we changed out 3 times and it broke again. So basically it's a crap part. Scott was saying another option I have was actually I could change out my dash and my cluster, my gauge cluster, and go with one that doesn't require a cable. Go with an electronic one. That's an option. Also, I could try a different cable. We've tried ATP so far a couple times. It hasn't worked so well. The thing we did at the shop today was there was a rattle at idle from the transmission. It rattled because, as you saw in the video, there was a clutch fork that it was rattling up and down on, and Scott stuck some rubber around there, try to get rid of that rattle. He didn't charge me for that. Just something we're trying, because they all rattle like that, so maybe that will work. So right now I just don't have speed. That's the biggest thing. I don't know how fast I'm going. The other thing Scott did for me is he actually turned up the idle a little bit, so it is idling much better now. It doesn't seem to be wanting to do that thing where it's dying on me. And I know I tried to show it to you guys. It wasn't doing it every time, but it was sometimes, and I can already tell a difference just when you put the clutch in. It's so much better. So we're at a gas station right now. Come here all the time. And Scott also put some Loctite. He told me not to put Loctite on my shift knob, and then he puts it on. But he didn't want me doing too much on it. So anyway, he didn't charge me for that either. Basically fixed the rattle at idle from the 6-speed swap. Didn't charge me. Put Loctite on my shift knob, didn't charge me. Adjusted the idle and didn't charge me. All he charged me today was the oil, so that's great. You definitely got to check them out, Extreme Mustangs. They're awesome. I think we got a C4 Corvette here. Yeah. This thing is nice. Looks good. If you think the channel needs a Corvette, let me know. I like the wing on this thing. Should we have a Corvette on the Mustang channel? I don't know. And as far as this being a Mustang channel, you know, I was just kidding. I like all kinds of cars, and I would like to get another vehicle at some point on the channel. I'm not really sure what to get at this time. Honestly, I've been looking at a GT350 a lot, but I think that might be overdone on YouTube. Not that a Fox body isn't overdone, but that is something that I have at least been considering. Also, the other cars I've really been considering, they're a C5 Corvette or C6. I've just gotten into Corvettes a lot, probably because of street speed, but I've just been exposed to Corvettes a little bit more just because of YouTube in general. And I really like the look of the C5. I would like the C6. It looks good too. But you know, C6s are a little bit more expensive. So I don't know. If either one of those cars, if any of those cars I just mentioned interested you at all, leave a comment. Also, I don't know if I've mentioned this yet, but the reason why we had to put oil in the car, and while it is burning some oil, is because of the motor rebuild, and we don't think the rings have seated all the way yet. You know, it's got about 1,500 miles on it since the rebuild, so they should have seated. The oil burning should be a lot lower. We do know it burnt about 1.5 quarts, maybe. I don't think it burned 2 quarts. Like I said, I overfilled it a little bit. But yeah, so it burned about 1.5 quarts over those 1,500 miles. And Scott seems to think that's normal. Also, I talked with Dan from Pro Dyno as well, and he said that didn't really seem too bad. But if you stuck in till now, we appreciate it. If you enjoyed what you saw today, hit the like button. If you're stopping in for the first time, please go ahead and subscribe. And we'll see you next time on Gearhead 704.